Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. Okay, so you understood the context in what the slowly we are transforming. So after the DevOps, you will have a DevSecOps also. So there's one session that dedicated to DevSecOps. Some of you, those who enrolled for it, will have a session on it. And there is one session for SRE. We'll have discussion about SRE and SRE topics. Okay, so now we are focusing on the DevOps. So yeah, so every organizations you you see that they have objectives, and the objectives are very same which we are having from slide one: quality release, immediate release, and cost reduction. This is the objective, and organization set the objective, and then they ask us to implement, saying that hey, you have to improve the quality, hey, you have to improve the quality immediate release, and you have to improve the cost reduction. So lots of things has to be changed. Okay, lots of things. First things, the change will happen in terms of mindset change. Mindset of what? Tell me. Mindset of, hello?
Developers.
Mindset of all of us, mindset of engineers. We have to change that. Why? You will say, why I need to change my mindset? And the reason is very simple. You've been doing something from last 20 years and you started believing that that is the only one way to get your work done, and that in your case is agile or waterfall model. So change your mindset, ready to adopt something, practice something. So that's the first thing you have to change if you want to help your organization to address this objective. First thing, you have to change your mindset. Second thing we have to change is culture. Please take a note if you want, because lots of things uh, is not on slides the way I'm explaining it to you, but you will have it. So this is objective which you can see on my screen, and in order to get the objective done, first thing which you have to do, change the mindset. That you understood. Culture, anyone would like to tell me culture of what? Culture of culture of team, right? Team culture, where the software development is taking place. So culture of your team also has to change. And then third thing, once the mindset is okay, culture is okay, then third thing, you will bring the lots of technology, this tool, that tool, on whatever it is. So first thing, which is have to learn the mindset. No one can help you except yourself. Okay. Second thing, changing the culture. No one can help except the team itself, as a group, as a team. It's not an individual initiative, but a team organization initiative to change the culture of the team. And third thing, which you want to learn the technology. And for the technology, I can teach you. So why you have come here? You have come here to learn the technology. But before that, two things you have to enable it in your mindset and in your team. Are you understanding, right? All of you?
Yes.
So suddenly your organization is saying, hey, get me the release in 1 hour from 2 weeks. How can that be possible? How can that be possible? If you look at the characteristics here, now this is inherited from waterfall model or agile. So you have a dev team, you have a QA team, or you have operations team, you have a some lead architect, client, and all stuff like that. And if you notice this, all these people are a team, correct? You call it dev team. Mind it, you call it a dev team, you call it a QA team, you call it a ops team. How many products you are working? Only one. And for this one product, please hear me out. For the one product, you have so many teams, so many teams, so many mindset, so many culture, so many processes, so many practices, so many control to follow for the only one objective. That's your product, and that is the problem actually. So if you want to migrate from release cycle from 1 year to 1 hour or 2 weeks to 1 hour, that this gap you have to fill this is a problem. This is the problem for every organizations. One product, one objective, one goal, so many teams, they fight with each other. So thus we need to solve it out. So in order to address that objective, challenges for organizations are like complex integration between teams, between tools, between culture and mindset, between processes, between practices, and between multiple SDLC phases. That is a problem, complex integrations. That these problems which we have inherited from waterfall model, because in waterfall model, if you remember, separate team is the foundation for getting the implementation done for using that model. But that model will not work in this era actually. Multiple, we don't need a multiple team, multiple tools, multiple culture, multiple mindset, and so on. So this is one of the problems which we have to fix it. Okay, multiple teams, multiple tools. Look at this here, multiple SDLC phases, no, complex integrations, and so on. Are you understanding the problem? So first, which I taught you, or your organization has certain objective, and in order to achieve that objective, there is a challenge. A challenge is multiple teams, tools, process, mindset, phases, and all stuff like that. So now the question is, how can we do this quality release, immediate release, and cost reduction in with this current challenges of organizations? Are you understanding, all of you? Hello.
Yes, Rajesh.
So then many people are saying, hey, do one thing, follow the DevOps approach. Look at this here, from waterfall to agile, agile to DevOps. Still, I don't know what is the DevOps. Still, we are trying to figure it out what is DevOps. But we started calling the DevOps approach. So in a DevOps approach, requirement change frequently, development needs to be agile, and operations need to be agile as well. Okay. So what has happened, I'll tell you in a simple way. Um, if you have followed the evolutions at a high level, okay, what we had here, we have a development team, and here we have a testing team, and here you have operations team, and here you have architecture. So in a waterfall model, all these teams were separate. What we did in agile model, architect team, development team, and testing team, we keep it in one bucket which is called agile team, and operations were separately. What we are trying to say in a DevOps model, development team, I mean, I'm putting everything together, testing team anyways it was together in agile, plus operations team also, and this is called DevOps team. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, even architecture should be there, right? Rajesh, for the DevOps.
Best architecture is this one, what do you say, microservices, but still
Mhm.
many people are on the SOA and all. Okay, so now what we are doing in a DevOps, operations need to be agile means
In DevOps, you say that there will not be any role called architects.
no, everyone will be called DevOps engineer. See, I'll tell you one thing. There is a there is a one thing which is called what industry practice, and there is one thing which we call it uh, real DevOps. Okay, now many people, even though they do continuous build, only part of this thing, and they call it DevOps engineer. Many people, what they did, system engineers, they converted to DevOps engineering. Many organization you see build and release, they converted to DevOps engineering. You know, so it's like confusing. But right now, I don't want to confuse you here. DevOps means you it's a team, one team, only one team, okay? And this team will have the people who's doing development also, testing also, and operations also together. Is one team, one mindset, one culture, one automation, one practices, one process, all this stuff. Not multiple team. If there is one team, there's no fight, there's no integration issues. Things will be faster and better. Are you understanding?
Yes, Rajesh. But yeah,
Yeah.
somebody lead should be taking some kind of steps, right? Like even
Which
though
one?
if it is a service architecture,
Uh-huh.
somebody should be leading it and deciding the tool sets and other things which needs to be done because they are.
Yeah, yeah. So this part, no, everyone will be part of DevOps team only, doing some
Mhm.
some different work. It's a one team. See, I'll tell you. I'll put it in a more simple way. I will say, hey, you are in team one, and then and I'll say I'm in team B, team one and team two. Then you tell me one thing. You will favor your own team members, right now, and then when I try to communicate with you from the different team, you will say, okay, we need to follow some protocol for it. Correct, no? Let's say
Mhm.
one of your team members is coming to you and saying that, hey, do one thing, I need this help, and you'll say, hey, no, why, I can help you immediately. Come, no, sit with me, I'll help you. But if some other team members is coming to you and saying, hey, I need some help, I need some information, they will say, yeah, no problem, go for the meeting, invite a meeting, schedule it, create ticket, this, that, and all kind of things, and then you'll start, you know, acting like a process oriented people. Correct, no?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to say. I mean, not me. DevOps is trying to say, hey, you have multiple team, automatically different mindset, culture, processes, practices will be built. But what about if there is one team doing everything? Lots of problem will be solved, and ultimately what was the objective for organization? Remember, always remember this one. No matter today or next after 50 years also, you have to remember every time the focus will be for the software organizations will be this one. Things will change, but this will not change. Context will change. Correct, now?
Yeah.
So this is what I was trying to tell you in a way. So still I'm not clear what is DevOps. Still I'm not clear. Understood that DevOps is a one new terminology which suddenly pop up few years before after Agile. In a DevOps, we say, hey, change mindset, okay, change culture of teams, certain objective for organizations. All this thing we are understanding, and so far. So I'm just ignoring some of the things. This slide is very important. Okay. So DevOps is a one team, okay? You can call it yourself as a DevOps engineer. Let me ask you one question. We have, I think, 7, 8 people in this session. You can call yourself as a DevOps only and only if I am coding for the function of the software. Are you the one? I'm coding for the testing of the function of the software. Again, coding, but testing. And third thing, I'm coding for the infra, CI/CD integrations, operations, SRE for building and running the software. So you can call it a DevOps. Are you doing none of this? Then you cannot call yourself as a DevOps. So what I'm going to do that I'm going to teach you how to code for the function of the software using Git, using Python, using SonarQube and stuff like that. Same time, I'm going to teach you how to code for the testing of the function of the software using Selenium, JMeter, Kobuchura and all stuff like that, Maven and all. And then infra, Terraform, Ansible, CI, this one Jenkins, CD integrations, different tool operations, Datadog, Neural Lake, and few more tools. So you can call it a DevOps here. Okay. So what is a DevOps? So many people say, hey, put the development team and operations team together. That's called DevOps. No, DevOps is not a tool only. Many people say, hey, you learn this tool and you'll become a DevOps engineer. That's the funniest statement I hear. Remember that initially I made a comment, in order to become a DevOps engineer, a DevOps team, first of all, you have to change your mindset. You should be ready for coding anything which I said here. Are you ready? Tell me, all of you. Your mindset, are you ready for coding for the product or testing the product or infra CI/CD integration operations? If you are ready, then you are a DevOps. If you're ready to work as a team, one team, then you can be a DevOps. Then second thing, culture of your team. And then third thing, which is called integration. So this is the last, technology. So last thing. So DevOps is not a tool. It's not only when you automate everything and you become a DevOps. It's not like someone is having access right and then you become a DevOps. And DevOps is not a team, by the way. When I say team, that means there is a dev team, there is a QA team, and there is a DevOps team. That is not happening. That is not a DevOps team. DevOps team means everyone. Okay. So DevOps is all about how well you communicate with each other for your objective, the one which is organization objective, which is you had it. DevOps is all about how you build understanding to get the work done, integration and building a relationship with each other within a team. Okay, so DevOps is not a new technology or a product. Mind it, DevOps is not a new technology or a product. It's an approach. It's a way, it's a method, it's a way or culture. For what? For software development. For what? For seeking stability and performance, same time that it speed your software deliveries to the business. Okay, so are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, Rajesh.
So this is the one keyword has been coined recently. After the agile, the new things which got introduced, they named it with DevOps. Okay, so how do you start implementing DevOps? So first thing, these are the pain area for organizations. Why, you will ask, why they are opting for DevOps then? Why? What will bring for the organizations if you opt for DevOps? So the problem what we had is because of waterfall model and agile model, people stopped working together. Wall has been created. I'll tell you one simple the definition of wall. If I ask you something, then you'll say, "Hey Rajesh, please send an email or invite for a meeting. We'll discuss on it." And that will take a weeks of getting a response. That is not what we want actually. One team, I want now that information can be shared. I want now so thing can be faster. So what has happened? Our objective is, you have seen that slide so many times, but in reality we are getting opposite of it. We are finishing the project late, exceeding the budget, lots of quality issues, and so on. So this is called painful outages. I need a software, hardware, people, and process for doing the work, not available because of some existing setup. Nowadays, we are not incrementing, we are not adding any incremental values to the product and processes. Rather than just we want to keep it running and it should be stable. We don't want to add any new feature because of we are scared. Okay, slow IT. If I ask some IT, hey, give me some servers. I want to set up a dev environment, QA environment. They'll give it to you, but not now. After 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days, following hell lot of process. In fighting issues, if anything goes wrong in the delivery issues or quality issues and all, we keep blaming it. Why keep blaming it? Hey, it's a dev issue. It's not our issue. It's a QA issues. It's a operation issues. This is not my issues. My team. This is not my team issues. Why we are fighting all the time? Because there's a multiple team. There's no one team actually. There's a multiple team for the same work. And then on top of that, not only painful area, we have a wastage also. Some of the waste, like if you have multiple teams, one of the waste is knowledge waste. What is the knowledge waste? So there is a multiple team for the product, like the dev team, QA team, operations team, and I need some skill set, which probably you have in dev team, but you can't use it because it's a multiple team. It's not the same team. Waiting waste. You just go to the your Outlook, search for keyword. This is called waiting. You'll understand that what is a waiting waste. We all are waiting for something. Why we are waiting when we are a one team actually? So this is one of the problem which we have in the organization. Overproduction waste. The something which is not demanded by client, we produce it without understanding the scope of the requirement because of the communication gap, understanding, relationship gap between the teams. That's one of the issues which each organizations are experiencing. Over processing waste. I'll give you an example for it. One of the organizations which I joined in long back, I think 2009 or something, 2006, I guess. You know how much time it has been taken to onboard me to get the work done? Onboard means access, this, that, permission, and all, 2 to 3 months. That means I become productive after 2 to 3 months of joining. But I think 2015 or 16, I joined one of the organizations and I become a productive within a 1 hour. How come? Because whatever I wanted to have it, or I was supposed to have it, the moment I got the laptop first day on the joining hours and I open up my Outlook, everything was there in that, step by step. And all the permissions were granted 15 days before me joining the project. So this is called over processing. Getting points, that's I'm trying to help you to visualize small incident, how it is impacting you or delaying in the project's delivery and all kind of things. All of you?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. So motion issues. At what motion you send the information, knowledge to each other? I build got failed now. Information received by after 2 hours. After 5 hours, will commit again fix after second day, third day, fourth day. Motion is very slow. Okay, so this is the so it's not like we are doing with intention. This we are inheriting from the Xylan waterfall model. So we got used to it. That's the reason criteria for implementing the DevOps is to change mindset first. Stop thinking like what used to, I mean, it's used to, if it is happening from last 10 years, it should happen now also. Stop thinking that, else you'll not be changing your mindset and you'll not be able to implement the DevOps in effective. Transportation waste. Transportation waste means how can we set up a dev environment, next QA environment, next production environment, and then how can we do that? Transportation waste. How much time it takes to set up a dev, QA and production? How much time it takes to get the code from dev to QA and QA to production? These all are transportation waste. It takes a month, weeks to transfer this. Can we fix that? Yes, we have it. We have a container technology which will fix the stuff within a minutes. Many things which is coming up. Correction waste, bug fixing, which you call it. Okay. So because there is no right integration between the teams, we do not test the right aspects of the software. We release the software and after that we end up getting lots of bugs and which we spend a lot of money to fix it. That's again correction waste. Inventory waste. We have lots of unutilized resources, hardware, software, and this that. Because of certain process issues, we are not able to utilize it. Inventory waste. So now the question is, how do your organization will try to come out of this pain and wastage and try to do something with the DevOps? So yes, reuse, reduce, and recycle along with the DevOps. So what is the DevOps? So Ginny said, IT is the factory floor of this century. Means in the last century, what was the factory floor? Manufacturing. This IT. And those who can automate everything will win it. So what is a DevOps? So what I'm trying to tell you here is DevOps is to begin with, it's a cultural changes. Cultural changes. Cultural changes means what you've been doing from last 20 years, stop doing it. Become a one team, one culture, one process, one practice, one commitment, one goal. How can you do that? That's one thing, but that's a DevOps. And then bringing the great automation in place. For automation, I'll teach you lots of tool. For monitoring, I'll teach you lots of tool. Sharing, I'll teach you some of the tools and stuff like that. So DevOps is a cultural changes, bringing automation and then monitoring and sharing. So let's get started. So are you understanding, all of you, at a high level?
Yes.
So far, so good.
Yeah. So now we have to understand what is a DevOps again. So same question I'm repeating. What is a DevOps? What is a DevOps? Why? Because I want you to think in this way. It's not a great thing. It's not a great thing. It's just a wrap new. We have a new technology, new requirement for in the market. Company wants to change it, else they will disappear. And all these things, what they wanted to change it, they put it in one wrapper called DevOps. Tomorrow, maybe it will be called DevSecOps. Day after, it may be called XOps. I don't know. Okay. By the way, XOps, this has people started using actually this keyword XOps. Maybe after 4-5 years, we will, start learning this XOps. Means it's like a level 4 of DevOps. Okay, all of you.
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.